See, lot of things to study in one day, single day.
This conference will now be recorded.
Very good. Don't worry, like I'm ride movie or ride full form. Okay, so redundant array of independent disk or inexpansive disk. Two abbreviations are there, so both are correct. Okay, so what is a RAID? What is RAID? Redundant array of independent disk or inexpansive disk. Okay, inexpansive. Okay, disk. RAID. What is this RAID? Okay, so redundant. What is redundancy? Redundancy means if one of the disk is failure, still no problem, we can able to get data access. Normally in our system we have a disk. If disk is failure, you can't able to access the data. But in a RAID, if a disk is failure, still we can able to access the data. So that is the RAID concept. So I will explain how it is going, how it is works. So here before one point I will tell this is two type of RAIDs are there. One is software RAID, another one is hardware RAID. In enterprises, hardware RAID will be used. What is a hardware RAID? It is a nothing but a RAID controller is there. Okay, a RAID controller, it is means on hardware, like you purchase a SCSI board. If you purchase a SCSI board, on board RAID controller is also there, or some server motherboards on board RAID controllers are there. Otherwise you have to purchase a extra RAID controller board and insert into your PC, and on hardware only you have to configure RAID. What is a software? So by application or your disk management, using your disk management also we can do RAID concept. Okay, so understand, hardware RAID means it's a RAID controller, a hardware physical RAID controller is there. There has options, buttons are there, you have to do it. So then RAID will be configured according to your configuration, hardware configuration. And software RAID means using a disk management or an applications, so you can create your own RAID or you need some RAID related applications. So I will show you in a disk management RAID software only. Next, here combining multiple disks into a logical unit to provide fault tolerance and performance. So what is the use of RAID? Combining multiple disks into single disk. Okay, for fault tolerance and improve the performance. Fault tolerance by using disk mirroring, priority information can provide performance defined by spreading disk IO across multiple disks. Several levels are there, not replacement of backup. So I am going to copy all these things. Why I'm copying? Because whether again you are checking this PPT or not, I don't know. So then it is better be here, so then you can able to access from here easily. I think so. Okay. Oh, this is a just for a RAID kind of stuff. I will explain one by one like this. Okay. So guys, ready? Are you clear your mind? So because it is again new drawing. See here it is. This is a normal hard disk. Normal hard disk if you are divide the hard disk, it means you are making large hard disk into small disk drive. That is, we call it as a partition, right? It is a large hard disk, like a 1 terabyte of hard disk. I can divide like a 100 GB or 200 GB or maybe a 150 GB or maybe a 100 GB, like that. I can create partitions, large hard disk into a smaller partitions. I can able to create it. So that is what we call partitioning. Logically, we are dividing a disk into smaller parts. But here, we are logically combining disk and creating a volume. So first scenario, I will tell a scenario here because this scenario is different from other scenarios here. So scenario is, I have a disk. For example, I have 1 terabyte of disk is there. Disk name is, for example, disk 1. Disk name is disk 1. Size is 1 terabyte. Now what happened? I'm keeping a data in this 1 terabyte disk. I'm keep putting a data. I have a folders, and in this folder only data has to put it. Now what happened? I'm about to complete my 1 terabyte. It means 800 GB or 900 GB data full. I have only left over 50 or 100 GB left. So I cannot put a data inside, right? So I cannot put a more data. Still I'm getting a data, daily data generating. I have to keep the data in the drive. Earlier I don't have a plan, so I put a only 1 terabyte. Now it is finished. Just for example, so I purchased a 1 terabyte of disk and I inserted. I thought it is enough for me currently, but now it is what happened? 200 GB full. 9.73 is available. This is a virtual machine, no problem. I can delete a old virtual machine, so then I can get a little bit space from here. This is the old disk only, no problem. Now it is 107 it is showing. Earlier it is red color, red in color. Okay. Now because of your videos, it is getting full. After 1 or 2 classes, my E drive is also full. The 200 GB full. E drive, G drive, H drive, 1 terabyte. This is 500 something is showing, right? This 200, 200. This is around less than 600, around 531 GB it is showing. Totally 1 terabyte. So before I am not planning. Now I can't able to get more space in this one. I have to delete the data or compress the data. Compression is not, I don't do it normally. So guys, what is the solution? Understand the question? This is 1 terabyte of disk. Now what happened? Now it is almost 80-90% full. Okay, 85 or 90% of data is full. Now keep data is coming. Now what happened? How can I put a more data inside? So compression is separate one, so don't go with the compression part. Okay, so I need a more space to put a data. I need a more space to put a data. My drive letter is E drive, for example. So how to put a data in E drive? Always E drive only. Drive letter should be same, E drive only. And my 1 terabyte is getting full. Now I need a more disk space. What to do? Understand question, scenario? No one is talking. Guys, time's up already. You have to close early.
Sir, can you collaborate the question?
Can I ask? Can I say again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will tell again. No problem. Okay, I have a 1 terabyte of disk. Okay, I have a 1 terabyte of disk. My entire disk is E drive, and there is a data, and data is coming, means some people are putting a data, or maybe I'm copying a data, maybe from applications like, you know, I'm creating virtual machines, right? So I'm creating a lot of virtual machines, and I download operating systems. Okay, where is it? Sorry. Here, for example, here, most of these are operating system related files only, or game related files only. Sorry, game is waste. Okay, I deleted, I think so. This is so operating system files only, like this. Operating system application files are there. Now my drive is finished, and always I keep the data into G drive only, and always I create a virtual machines in my H drive only. Like that, what happened? My disk drive, the E drive, I keep the data. So a particular data, always I keep it that one only. Now 80% finish. 80% data space. The space is 80% finished. Now still I'm getting a data. I need a more space to put a new data. More space to put a new data in the E drive only. How to do it? I have a disk 1 terabyte, and I keep copying a data inside. Now it is about to completely utilized. So what to do?
So you can do the disk cleanup or
Then
remove
disk
the
cleanup will remove. Very good. Disk cleanup, remove the old prefetched data, internet or cache, unnecessary data. Remove. Very good. Disk cleanup, but it will give you maximum maybe 1% free space. In your physical machine, you have to do that one. Guarantee. Yeah.
Sir, we can take backup of this E drive to another drive and remove those files which is an E file, and then it is again available for data storage.
Very good. Very good. You have to remove this data and put it in somewhere, and keep the new data again. So you have to remove this data, take the backup, remove the data, and then you can take the new data. But I need a old file. I need my old file and new file, both are required. Both are required. Then you can't restore it back again, right? Again, if you restore, again you need a more space.
Sir, but we can restore it in another drive now. We particularly need E drive to store data.
Then you have to think like again, where you restore, you copy into another drive. Again, you have to connect that drive. Again, you have to, your drive letter will be changed. For example, you keep the data into some drive. This is a different drive letter. For example, maybe it is a H drive, not E drive. Either you take or remove only E drive. Means in your physical machine, we can do anything. I have an external hard disk. I will keep the data into external hard disk. Now that is also finished. Okay, that is also finished. But thing is, in industries, always data in one drive.
Use data duplication.
Data deduplication. If you are using a Windows server, you can use data deduplication. So then duplicate data will be removed. That is also good. But we are not using server here, or that future here. Maybe you will get maximum 20% space. But guys, understand the scenario, not solution. I didn't tell the solution, of course. Scenario, understand?
Delete some temporary files. You know, basically.
That maximum less than 1% effective. Guys, understand scenario. Scenario, understand?
Yes, or else we can optimize or optimize the data.
That is also maximum 1 or 2% max all solutions maximum effective is 1 or 2. Okay, now what I'm doing is normally in our PC supported one of the feature, but it is I'm not going to that feature. I'm going to second one only. That is because of RAID level start from there only. So I can combine a 2 disks. For example, I have a 1 disk already there. 1 terabyte of hard disk is there. For example, I have another 1 terabyte of empty hard disk is there. I will combine the 2 disks and make it as a single large disk. The drive letter is also show same drive letter only, because this is a E drive and this is also become E drive only. So now you no need to move the data any place. Of course, compulsory backup you should take it, because if you read here, it is not a replace of server backup. It is not a replace of server backup. Backup must be taken if you have a data, so compulsory. Anyway, this is a very doubt subject also, because this type. So what I'm doing is I take already 1 terabyte of disk is there. I will combine another 1 terabyte of disk, so then I can get a single large space only. Okay, now what is my E drive size? Earlier 1 terabyte, now it become 2 terabytes. Got the point? This is called combining multiple 2 or more disk into single volume. Combining 2 or more disk into single volume. So this is what we call in a RAID level. It is a RAID 0. It is a RAID 0. This is also called as stripped volume. Okay, this is called stripped volume. Strip means here in this one, stripped volume means combining 2 or more disks and make it as a single large volume. So in a RAID level, it is a RAID 0. So I am writing in the side. Guys, understand? Got the point? RAID 0. You can combine 2 or more disks. Here I am writing a disk 1, for example. This is a disk 2, and if you combine the disk, and it is become a single large volume. Okay, so for example, this is a 1 terabyte, or maybe 2 terabyte, or 1 terabyte, 4 terabyte, like that. You can combine anything. So this volume we call it as a, in a RAID level, RAID 0, also called as stripped volume. Combining of multiple disks logically, we call it as a volume. If we combine a disk and getting a larger disk size, so that we call it as a stripped volume. Problem with this volume is,
Sir,
yeah,
sir, what if one disk gets failed
yeah, very good.
while performing a task?
One of the disk failure, so what I am typing, disk failure, total data loss, total data loss, alright, total data we can't able to access. One disk contains some data, another disk is failure. For example, your first disk is there, but second disk is got a failure. So now what happened? Obviously, the data you cannot access, total data you cannot access. And if you replace the disk, you repair the second disk, you may get a data of the first disk. Okay, but here in this one, in generally, no data access. You can achieve larger size, but data loss will be there. One of the disk failure, One of the disk failure, that total data loss. Very good. You involved, that is, you can get. Second one is, so I have a disk and I have a disk. So this is a disk 1 and this is a disk 2. Example, in our Pune office, front office only, new computers, not a world computer, this is a new computers. The front office is there, right? So one day what happened? Disk got failure, data loss. This cannot be repaired because the guy who is maybe don't know how to repair the disk, or maybe the disk is directly for faulty one. So we don't know. The system disk only, it is inside a system only, not outside just a roaming disk also, not okay. System disk only. Disk failure, data loss. Data cannot able to access. Problem. Okay. So if in case I have a disk, okay, why I'm typing like this? One only required. This is the disk 1. Scenario is, I have a disk and I have a data in the disk. This is a physical electronic device. It is a physical and electronic device. It can be failed anytime. Possible, right? It can be failed anytime. Now what to do? One is, you have to take a backup into a separate drive. Okay, you have to keep saving. Always important one is, take the backup of your data. Any case you got a data loss or a disk damage, obviously you can recollect the data from restore. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I think so. In this RAID concept, duplication of data is there, no, sir. We have to store the data in multiple places, I think so.
Yeah, right. If possible, there is a disk failure chances are there, guarantee, or data loss chances are there. So take a backup and store into different locations, different disks, external hard disks, cloud computing, cloud storages, or geo locations, different geo locations. You have to take a backup. Backup is compulsory for anything. What technique you are using, backup is compulsory. But point is, if you take a backup, now safekeeping, you take in a backup. Problem is, whenever your disk is failure, can you immediately, means like as I accessing the data like this. Currently I'm accessing a data, right? So when I want a E drive, for example, okay, or I want something D drive. So I'm accessing a data now, but if a disk is failure, you can't access the data immediately. Again, you have to go to the backup location and restore the data into your new disk, and then only we can able to access. Is it a time taken process or not? It will take time, right? For example, you have a 1 terabyte of data. 1 terabyte of data. How much time it will take for restore the data into the new disk? And it is emergency work is there. Immediate work is there. Normal system, okay, for us normally, but in an organization, or if you are working in some organization, so immediately data access is required. Okay, Tushar said add another hard disk in the stripped volume. But problem is, the stripped volume is okay. I forget to add one more point. Here I have to add one more point here. Otherwise I will add here. Combine 2 or more disks in single volume. That is a stripped volume. Okay, all points are came into this one. Yes, yes, very good. Guys, understand the scenario? Scenario understand? So backup is compulsory, but restoring from the backup is difficult. So what is the solution? Is called a mirror volume. Mirroring. What is a mirror? Same reflection, same copy, same reflection or a same copy. This is my disk 1 and this is the disk 2 and this is the 1 terabyte of disk and this is also, sorry, yeah, it's a 530 effect it is. Okay, so 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte of hard disk. So whatever the data I keep it here, same data will be replicated. It is a mirror. Mirror means whatever the data I keep it here, same data will be created in another disk. The total size of this mirror is 1 terabyte only. It means if you use a 2 disk volume, you will get a 1 disk volume only. For example, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte. You will get a 2 terabyte of volume only. Okay. So 50% of total size is loss. So one of the thing is 50% of total size. You can use only 50% only or a 1/2 disk space only you can able to use it, not 2 disk size. But important thing is if one of the disk is failure, other disk still we can able to access the data. Another disk still we can able to access the data. So if disk is failure, no problem.
Locking the data in mirroring also, sir.
What it is?
Is there any chance for losing the data in mirroring also, sir?
Loss of data won't be there because access is there. Loss of data means accidental deletion may be possible.
Yes, sir.
If you accidentally deleted a data wantedly or accidentally deleted, that data loss is there. Not just like one disk is failure, no problem. We have another disk, data is there. Still we can able to access without waiting for a restoration of data. Okay.
Can you give us a real-time example of write 0?
Write 0.
Real-time example, like where we exactly use it.
1 second. This is write 1. Write 0 already I told like
But write 0 and write 1.
write 1 you are easily understand. Write 0. For example, you are all done a database, right? Okay. For example, somewhere data should be stored, right? Where is your data stored? Some drive, right? For example, lot of applications are there. Through applications, a lot of data is there. For example, Facebook, WhatsApp is the best example. WhatsApp, right? Lot of data in the Facebook, or a WhatsApp servers or mail servers. Where the data is storing?
Cloud, sir.
Always don't say cloud. Cloud, it is like a, cloud meaning is what? Somewhere it is stored, right?
He is obsessed with cloud, sir.
Whether it is a cloud or not a cloud or whatever it is. Okay, cloud means access point, like why the thing we are accessing, Based on that only we can call that one as a cloud. That is the cloud. Of course, yesterday evening I seen one video that is White Hat Hackers Junior. White Hat Junior something is there now. So someone posted a small clip in that one. A student is asked what about a cloud, and they said cloud means air and open space. Okay, so become a cloud. Okay, so somewhere in a physical location data should be stored, right? We'll come back to our previous example, so avoid this Facebook, WhatsApp kind of stuff. You have an application, so your application, you put a data should be stored into a location. You given one location, data is storing, so all your people are storing data. You are creating a table. I have a database server. You are creating a table, and someone is like a Manjusha is creating a table, Harshal is creating a table, Aditya is creating tables. We are all creating a tables in my server only. Where the data is stored? In my server, hard disk only. Got the point? No, at least. So better not to go for outside of the world, coming to our world only. Understand? I have a server, okay, and it is a database server. You are creating a database. Data means tables you are creating. It nothing but it's a file, right? It is somewhere it should be stored. Where it is storing? In the disk only. And you are getting lot of information. You are tabulating everything and storing the data. And where it is stores? Disk only. My disk is full. Now what to do? Understand the scenario? Can I repeat again?
Repeat again, sir.
Okay. Why it is showing struck my speaker volume? Okay. You have a database server. Same example again telling, so because people should not miss. So I have a database server. Okay. So how many people we are? 30, 34, almost like 32 members are there, right? So I created one user ID for my database server. Each person is creating a data, mean tables, creating tables like that. You are inserting a data into the database server. Okay, so you are inserting data into database server through some application, or maybe directly insert into command you are using, or maybe through some application you are inserting data into my database server. Where data stores?
Database.
In the database server, right? But where is the database server? In the hard disk only, right? In the server means it is in a hard disk only. Data is stored in a hard disk only. Now it is storing. Now what happened? My disk is full, almost full, or full. What to do? Data is in hard disk. Now you people are keep on creating daily. Something motivation is occurs. Everybody creating some data. You are gathering data. You are filling the data, or putting the data into my central server only, database server only. So data should be stored in your disk. My disk full. Now what to do? Okay, that is a scenario. What to do? Add one more hard disk and create a stripped volume. So then your volume size increases. Earlier maybe it is a 1 terabyte of disk. Now it will become a 2 terabyte of disk. Still it can able to store more data. But problem with that one is, if one of the disk is failure, total data loss. You can't put the data, I can't access the data also. Sorry, we can't put the data, we can't access the data also. Understand? Next scenario is a mirror volume. Next scenario is a mirror volume. Mirror volume means, in generally, either it is your personal desktop or maybe it is a organization wise. If there is a data, it is a possible that one disk can be failure. For example, same example in a mirror. Same example in a mirror. I have a database server. You guys are putting a data into my database server. Data stored in my disk. Now disk is failure. And client asking, can you give me a report on the particular data? I said, sir, disk is failure, so come back later because I'm going to restore it. Can I do like that? I have a database server. You guys are putting a data stored in the disk. Now disk is failure. Client asking some report on the disk, on the database. Can you tell, sir, disk is failure, so I have to restore the data, so come back later. What will happen if in case? I will come back later with a court notice. Okay, you have to pay the fine or contract cancel. Okay, otherwise one more is there, that is they have to give money, right? So that called billing will be delayed or billing will be cancelled. Understand? What happened? No one is saying anything because I am getting doubt whether it is my speakers or my earphones. I didn't understand that. Okay, got the point. So mirroring is what happened. One disk storing a data, another disk parallelly copying same data. Which disk we don't know, so it is randomly data stores in either this disk or that disk, or maybe it stores in both the disk at a time. So one disk is a data contained, same data is in another disk also parallelly. Both combinedly, it is, for example, it is E drive. It means both are belongs to E drive only. E drive size is 1 terabyte because each disk is 1 terabyte. Combined 1 terabyte plus 1 terabyte is equal to 1 terabyte type only. It is a E drive. Now what happened? You are putting a database. So database server is there, data is there. Now data store in disk. Disk is failure. No problem. Other disk contains same data. Something like your client or maybe some reporting manager, someone asking particular data related query. So you can give it. You can keep inserting data and also you can able to query. So this is the same scenario I'm giving like this. But there is some issues are there. So again, I will tell the issues in this one also. Okay, like this. Strip is different. Strip for creating a larger size. Mirror, if disk is failure, still you can able to access the data. Actually, I have my old pictures, like paintbrush pictures are there, but guys, it's 6:14. Okay, so I will finish the theory tomorrow. I will tell the practical. Just before I tell close, I have to tell one more thing. That is, yesterday I sent a link to you guys. Where is your link? It's a batch 4. Okay, there is a link here. You can see CentOS 7 minimal. Okay, this is a link. From the link you can download a CentOS. So if possible, better to download this minimal. Okay, it is a 64-bit minimal. So you can open this link if you want. I will show you how to download. it contains both full and minimal. Okay, so it contains both full and minimal. Okay, I just go to one site to another site like that. That one, but normally you can download directly from CentOS. Okay, download it from CentOS.org. This is a Linux operating system only. You use Red Hat Enterprise Linux, but I prefer click on download CentOS 8. CentOS 7 is there. I prefer 7 only, not 8. Use 7. This is a 64-bit full version. If you click here, lot of mirrors are there. You can download from there. Okay, so like this, if you click here, it is asking minimal version, and this is the full version. The first one is DVD 2009 is a full version. The size is around 4.7 GB. This is a minimal version. The minimal version is around 1 GB. So here it is clearly, you can see this minimal version is, can you see, 973 MB only. But if you go to the full version, it is a 4 GB you have to download. So why it is not required for a GUI mode? Already you've seen some GUI mode in a 6.3, I think so. You have 6.3 GUI mode, right?
Sir,
Yeah.
I have downloaded that 4 GB one.
For 6.3.
Yeah.
It's okay. No problem. But download, this is 1 GB only. Minimal. 1 GB only. Why? Because I'm telling,
Can I run with that? Sir, I have to download it, or else can I run with that?
if you can able to manage with that one, it is okay. My point is not that one. This is why I'm telling minimal. 2 reasons. This is just a 1 GB only, so less than that one. Second, you need a minimum 2 virtual machines to run. If you are using a full version, 2 GB minimum you have to use, like this, full versions. But because of minimal, it take very less space, and you can use 1 GB, 512 also there. So if you can able to download again one more 1 GB data from your idea, Doggle, or whatever it is, download it. Otherwise, if you cannot able to download, because already you download a lot of data from your Doggle, you cannot able to download like that. So no problem. Okay, it is purely optional. My suggestion is it's a 1 GB. It's not much problem. Okay, for my side, from my side. Okay, don't download this 4 GB currently. Okay, because this 1 GB you can do lot of fun things like minimal, because in minimal nothing is there. Okay, in minimal nothing is there except a basic operating system. If you some certain commands you can't do also. Okay, so that is the link to download. Okay, download minimal. So if possible, tomorrow also I will try to show you Linux admin above. Okay, maybe Monday I will go with a Linux admin. Okay, so I will go with a Linux admin. In a Linux admin, it will complete both storage related things and Linux related things. Both will complete. Okay, so we can happily download on Sunday only. Even I didn't download. So tomorrow I will show you how to download. Tomorrow I will show you how to download, and if you downloaded already, no problem. But how to create a virtual machine in my way. In my way. And I will ask Linux questions in a file system architecture also. Okay. File system architecture, I will ask questions. Compulsory you have to read. Monday I will take it on this one. It covers both the things. So then definitely it is a very good one. And Madhu sir also asked me cover admin kind of stuff. 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. So we are combine 2 disk as single volume. Okay, we are combining 2 disk into a single volume as a single volume. Now the size of the disk, what is the size of the disk? Is size of the disk is single disk size only. It means it is 1/2 of total size. The total size. Okay, so it is a single disk failure. It is a single disk failure, means one of the disk is failure, still we can able to access the data, but there is a one more tile is there, without parity. Without parity. So 1 second, it is have to go like this. Parity. P-A-R-I-T-Y. Yes, correct. Without parity. What is spanned? There is it is nothing but a stripped volume, but little bit different from the stripped volume. I will tell that one. Not now. So this is called mirror volume. Okay, so this is called a mirror volume, but I written parity. Okay, but he asked one question that is called what is spanned volume. Okay, spanned volume and stripped volume are same. The only difference is, for example, this is my 1 terabyte of disk, and this is a 2 terabyte of disk. For example, this is a 2 terabyte of disk. We can combine like this, no problem. But in the stripped volume, compulsory 1 terabyte only. Again, I'm coming to back. In a spanned volume, one volume in the disk and another volume in the disk not required to be a same. Not required to be a same. In spanned volume is like a stripped volume combining the disk spaces, but it is not required to be a same. If I have a take 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, it become 3 terabyte. Total 3 terabyte you can take it like that. Small volumes also you can take it and combine, make it as a single large space. That is called a spanned volume. But spanned is not in RAID levels. Spanned is not in a RAID levels. That's why I didn't tell. But spanned volume also is like a same stripped volume, but it accepts regular interval of sizes only. So irregular sizes also it will accept. Regular or irregular means like 1 terabyte we can combine, 1 terabyte 2 terabyte we can combine, 2 terabyte 500 MB we can combine, 500 GB we can combine, 100 GB 200 GB 150 GB like that are also we can combine. It is not required 2 disk only. Any disk small spaces also we can create it. Okay, irregular, regular or irregular, same sizes are not required. But for example, this is 2 terabyte of disk and this is the 1 terabyte of disk. Now I want to do stripped volume. I want to do strip. What is the strip? This is 2 terabyte, right? So what it will happen? This is 1 terabyte, and in this one it will take 1 terabyte space and it will combine that one only. It will combine 1 terabyte, and in another disk it take 1 terabyte and it combine both the disk. Okay, both the disk. So this is a stripped volume. In a stripped volume, compulsory regular sizes only. It means 500 GB, 500 GB, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte. One is 1 terabyte, another is 2 terabyte, means from 2 terabyte it take 1 terabyte only. It leaves the remaining space left. You can do anything with that one later, but it won't take this space into this one. So that is the difference between what is simple. Okay, so I will tell that one. So strip volume and spanned volume. Understand difference? Strip, write 0, spanned, no write labels. Spanned, any irregular sizes, any size, regular or irregular sizes, we can combine, but in a strip, compulsory, same size required. Like one disk, what are the size? Same disk. For example, here I added a 500 GB hard disk. Now you want to combine 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 500 GB. Now it will take 500 GB, 500 GB, 500 GB, like that only. It won't take this complete remaining space. So that is the problem in this one. Not a problem, it is, that's like that. Simple volume is actually normal single hard disk type. So if you want to create a partition, so that option is simple volume. If you have an unallocated partition, you want to create a partition in the single disk, that is called a simple volume. Okay, what is simple volume? When you are creating a partition, right click, you are selecting simple volume, because from Windows 7 onwards, almost like a Windows Vista onwards, they change the name. So instead of create a partition, they change the name to new simple volume. Instead of new partition, they change it to new simple volume, because of it's like you are creating a partition in the single disk. Partitioning, normal partitioning only. Okay, guys. Wow. I have to complete this one, but time is not enough. Am I telling lot of story, or
No, sir. All right.
understandable, right?
Yes, sir.
Or am I wasting your time?
So I stand and
What it is?
no, sir.
It's okay.
I
Okay.
saw the PPT which you are referring, sir. So I asked.
Yes, no problem, sir. Ask me, no problem, because it's important to know things. Okay, and that is a good thing that you have seen a PPT. Okay, so it's not a big deal. It's not that point. It's not about your point. My point is, I started long back. For each thing, am I going very too much story kind of stuff? You feel bored, or is it better you are understanding, or worst it is? Things are better understanding way only, right? Point is you should understand.
Yes, sir, we enjoy. Yes, sir, we enjoy your stories, sir.
Okay, okay. So understanding, remembering, both required. That's why I am going like that. I think Telugu people knows, Hindi people don't know. I don't know thing. Um, I think lot of people know this candidate, right? Whether directly, whether you join in Durgasoft or not, but lot of people knows this person. and his English is full local mother tongue influence and all, worse than me. But he's a best trainer in Hyderabad, Amirpet, right? I think no, now videos are still available. I seen one day his video. I feel like that to how to make a people understand and as well as mm, remembering. Like he when he told take any topic, if you take any topic, anything, he will tell 2 3 times. So that's why his students are in the market, like they never forget Java and all. So I'm planning for that one, not like that, but point is you should understand whatever it is. Guys, I will go for theory point and I will finish in 10 minutes because I'm going to write 5. That is one of the major thing, and next one is simple one. Okay, write write one mirror volume. So tomorrow I will show the practical. Okay, combining 2 disk into mirror volume, combining 2 disk into single volume. So we have to use single 2 disk only. Single disk size you are getting, it means 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. If you take it 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, you are taking how much you are getting? 1 terabyte size only. Okay, space is not there, that's why I have written like this. So you are getting 1 terabyte only. If you take 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, you will get 2 terabyte only. So it means 50% off of the total size you are losing. Second one is, it is a single disk failure. It means one of the disk is failed. If one of the disk is failure, no problem. Other disk is give you a data. Other disk is giving you a data. So you no need to wait for a restoration of data and all. Backup compulsory, but no need to wait for the restoration of data. Simple. Another disk is giving you data. Already I given a scenario, right? But it is without parity. What is this parity kind of stuff? We'll see that one. Problem with a mirror is there. Okay. And I initially when I read about mirror, I didn't understand, but practically I understand. 2 3 times we understand a problem. What is this problem with a mirror? One of the thing is almost 50% of your total size you are missing. Okay. So that is the one thing normally. Another thing is, this is a disk 1 and this is a disk 2 and you created a mirror. You are in a mirror. Now look at, say for example, my disk 2 down, no problem, still we can able to access the data. That is also okay up to mirror. But problem is, when you remove the disk and reinsert the disk, like disk is getting a problem, you remove the disk and you reinsert the new disk, or maybe you repair the same disk and you reinsert the disk. Maybe a loose connection, you are connected it back. Maybe it is went to the offline, you make it as a online. Any scenario, disk is disconnected, offline, or maybe damaged. So you replace the disk or maybe reconnect the disk back. Mirror will broke. Once your disk is become offline and it is become online again, or you replace the disk, so automatically mirror is broke. For example, total volume of mirror is E drive. Now what happened? The disk is failure and you remove and reinsert the disk. Okay, now mirror will broke up and this is become F drive. So the first one is E drive, second one new one become F drive or a G drive or like that. Which drive letter is available, it will assign. It contains the data, but there is a changes will be there. Okay, so mirror will broke. So it cannot copy the data again. Mirror will broke automatically. So you have to clean up the disk again. You have to configure the mirror. You have to reconfigure the mirror manually. Automatically it won't configure. You have to reconfigure the mirror manually. Understand, guys? What is the issue here? So one of the major issue is when one of the disk is failure, still we can able to access the data, but once mirror is broken, once it is disk is failure, the mirror will be broke. Again, you have to manually configure mirror volume. So it is very suitable for a small organizations. For example, in our office, in a Pune office, I said no, 2 times disk is damaged, data is lost. Either you, so Charan sir, what he done? Your cloud again. So he put all data into the Google Drive. So whenever the data they put it, automatically sync to the Google Drive. If disk is failure, no problem, because it is a cheaper solution nowadays and small data is there. So another one generally, so my normally like immediate access, like instead of backup and restore, Google Drive access, net internet availability kind of stuff. So what is the easiest? Another one is the main one. Actually, it is mirroring. Like you take one hard disk already there, put another empty hard disk, make it as a mirror. So you, if one disk is failure and no problem, other disk is still you can able to get the data. Okay, without a parity. Next one.
What is parity, sir?
Next level. Yeah, parity will go. Yeah, why this size is okay? Enough size. This is another disk. This is another disk. Totally 3 disks. The solution for a mirror problem. Okay, what is that? Mirror breaks. It cannot be reconfigured itself. So that is the problem. And one solution and another another for that one, for this one, and another is size volume. I have a 3 disk. Disk 1, disk 2, disk 3. Okay, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. Okay, for example, I take 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. My total size of the data is 2 terabyte only. It means it's a 2 by 3 of total disk space I'm getting. I'm getting 2 by 3 total disk space. I'm taking minimum 3 hard disks and I'm getting 2 terabyte of disk space, and I'm getting 2 by 3 of total space. It is also single disk failure with parity. With parity. So now what is this parity? It is also like a mirror, but not like a mirror also. Why? Because of mirror is like a 2 disk and 1 disk having a data, another is also same copy maintained. If disk is failure, mirror will be broken automatically. If you reinsert the disk, data won't be regenerated. And another one is 50% of data is lost in mirror, but here it is not 50%. So only one disk data only space you are not able to use. 2 by 3 disk size we can able to use it. So example, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. If I use 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, how much space I will get it? Total space, volume size. For example, this is the E drive.
4 terabytes.
Yes, 4 terabyte, because only 2 disk volume we are getting, not 3 disk volume. But we have to use 3 disks. Now, what is this parity? So that is the main important of this one. This is called a RAID 5. This is called a RAID 5. So we'll see that one, RAID 5. So here it is. For example, there is a data is given. So there is a data is stored in one of the drive. Their data parity bits stores in another drives. Very simple understand. So no need to dig more. Okay, so very simple understand. If one of the disks contains a data, that data's parity bit means their parity equivalent bits are there. That so some part of bits are there, not complete data set. Some part of data, a bit data, something is there. So that parity bits stores in another. The data parity bits stores in another disk. Another disk. like a compression format or like that. It is like a parity means if you put 0, it will put a 1, something like that. It is there. Okay. Not exactly how parity, again, don't go to digital electronics now. Okay. So simple understanding. So like a layman terms understanding. If a disk contains a data, the data parity bit stores in another disk. For example, I have a data stored in this one. For example, file name is B. B's parity bit stores in another disk. B's parity bit stores in another disk. For example, here it is stored as C.
Equivalent.
It's
Equivalent to data now.
it is equivalent to data only. It is like it representation of data are equivalent to the data, but not exact direct data. It can convert into normal data again, because parity is a low size than a normal data. Like you take a 10 KB file, maybe this parity bit maybe in a 10 bytes file, like lower size, lower bit, it will be there. But it is same data, it can be generated. Okay, because of this parity bit, if one of the disk is failure, for example, this disk is failure, still you can able to access the data. Still you can able to access the data. That is the first one. Total data you can able to access, no problem. Second one is, whenever you replace a new disk, whenever you replace the disk, okay, whenever you replace this disk, either new disk or a same disk, it regenerate the data. It regenerate the data and data from other disk. Other disk having a parity bits of data, right? So using these parity bits, it regenerate the data into the new disk. Okay, so that's why it is we have to write without a parity or with parity. The parity thing will create whenever new data is into the drive, automatically it will create into the drive. So automatically parity bits created into other drives. So whenever the disk is failure, still we can able to access the data. That is the one thing. Second thing is, if you replace the disk or reinsert disk, or once the disk is online, so other disk uh, regenerate the data into the new disk. Okay, or it will do it. It's resync it. Practically possible to see, but that limitation is enough. Understand? Okay. So this is called RAID 5. RAID 5 don't have any other name. RAID 5 is a single disk failure without a parity. Data interval, that is maybe because of the parity. But whatever it is, the RAID is not a replacement of not a replacement of backups. Only RAID 5. I will put a RAID 5 like this. The first, second. Okay. Now instead of writing on a notepad, I am putting the pictures wise. You know, Madhu sir class only I attend only one, and I watch only one video only. But Sai sir class online PPTs. It means, so I'm doing like this is compared to like if I do like Sai sir is also Sai sir doing this much better way for explanation. Use directly PPT. In a PPT, in both the things you can do it. One is you can do drawing and as well as texting, and you can share like that directly. Now for me, my text file is different, and so that is actually good thing. Sai sir. Maybe for next time, if possible, I will try like that. Currently, my comfortableness only. So RAID 5. it is also a combining three or more. Actually, three or more. Normally, we are using three only. I never use four. Okay. Again, I have to check it if I use a four or can able to use a four or not. Combine three or more disks into single volume. Okay. Single volume. Okay. And it is a single disk failure with parity. So parity bits are there. Parity bits are a counter bits of actual data. So then we can regain the data from it or regenerating data. Even a disk is failure, we can get it, and as well as importantly, it regenerated data afterwards. Okay, so it generated 2 by 3. It used 2 by 3 size of the volume size 2 by 3 of total total disk size, all three together. Okay, and generally we are using a 3, more is not important. Okay, single disk failure. Okay, it uses a parity bits. Okay, if any disk fail, still we can access data. Okay, if any disk fail, we can able to access the data, but don't go to two disk failure. If two disks are failure, column we can't access the data. Not total failure, but access will be stopped directly. Immediately, access will be stopped. You have to replace the disk. You have to put a disk again. Then only you can able to recover the data. It means because of parity, at least one disk is enough to regenerate the data. But to activate or a valid your RAID 5 level, compulsory minimum two disks should be alive. One disk is failure also no problem for accessing the data. One disk failure no problem, but two disk is failure, no access data. Okay, very simple. Okay, using parity it regenerates the data if disk is failure. Okay, here I have to change few things here because of this thing. I think you are all exhausted. So full day class I taken in a half day only, but I have to close by writing a last point. If any disk fail, still we can access data. But mirror will broke. It won't broke. And I'm taking a 1 terabyte. The total size will get it is 2 terabyte. Just for an example only. Here we are getting a data is 1 terabyte. Completed guys. Only one. So next one is I don't go to the not required all the things. Only thing is just a drawing and point only. The question is I have written RAID 0 and then RAID 1 and RAID 5. What is RAID 2, RAID 3, RAID 4? Where is RAID 2, RAID 3, RAID 4?
Equal is rendered time, no, sir. Right 3.
RAID 3?
Time.
Actually, there is a RAID 3, RAID 2, RAID 4 is there, but problem is it is not implemented in a real time. So it's a concept oriented only because it's not implemented in a real time. Okay, so that's why not suitable. Some are not suitable for industry wise. Okay, not exactly, people are not using nowadays. So that's why they're implemented but not using. That's why it is not given outside information. Okay, like that. So RAID 0 useful and easy to implement. RAID 1 we can implement. RAID 5 also we can implement. Last time one guy is asking one question, that is, sir, who will use it? So which one is we should use it? Who will use it? Which one use it? Okay, so depends upon your situation, depends upon your situation, organization. Very important, money, risk and money. What is the chance of failure of disk? That is a risk, right? What is the chance of failure of a disk? And how frequent? How frequent disk failure? How frequent disk failure? So that is risk. RISK, risk. Another hand, money, right? So can you able to invest instead of RAID 5, can you go with the RAID 6? So then we can fight with the risk. Or you want to take a risk, or you want to become a safe. So that's important with the money solution. How much you can able to invest for this one. Here we are going to combine 5 disks. Okay, and it is a 2 disk failure. It is a 2 disk failure. Size, you will get a 3/5 of total disk size. You will get a 2/5 of this. It's a 2 disk failure. It is a 2 disk failure, not single disk failure. It is a 2 disk failure. Important is with parity. It is also a RAID 5 only. Only thing is, in RAID 5, if you are using 3 disks and it is a single disk failure. It is, we are using 3 disks and we are using single disk failure. Okay, but in RAID 6, we are using 5 disks, 2 disk failure with parity. Okay, so if 1 disk is failure, no problem. 2 disk failure, still no problem. So that is it. So the size, total size, you will get a 3/5 of a total size you will getting. Okay, so almost like a 3 terabyte as per this one. If you take 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, it means you will get a 6 terabyte of this size. Along with this one, there is some more RAIDs are there. So I'm writing a list of those RAIDs. RAID 10 or RAID 50. This is another RAID levels also there. It is nothing but combination of RAID 1, RAID 0, combination of RAID 1 and RAID 0, or a combination of RAID 5 and RAID 0. It means you want a stripped volume, means larger size you want it as well as a mirroring you want it, or larger size you want it as well as a RAID 5 also you want it. Then it is also RAID 5, RAID 0 is there. Okay. So this is it about your RAID kind of stuff. If you want, you can go through once PPT and adding stripped without priority or a mirroring, mirrored drives. It's with priority. You can see A1, A2, A3, A4, AP, B1, B2, B3, BP, B4, like that. It is a parity bits across all disks. This is the parity bits. It's a write 6, 5 disks. It is a write 1, 0. Write 1, 0. So first is stripped volume combined with a mirror volume. Two disks are, for example, if you take two disks in a strip, another two disks in a strip, and combine become with a mirroring. Okay, like that. Yeah, that's enough. Where is this? This is it. So I have to save it, right? So I'm clicking on new. I exhausted completely. When we started, 2:30, almost
Yes, sir.
5 hours, almost 4.5 hours only.
Share this
Picture, right? Yeah. Normally, my mind won't work after after 5:30.
Is it like in mirror only use two drives, or we can add one more or two more, sir? In mirror or script or one?
Mirror 2 only 2. But stripped we can put a 2 or more. Stripped you can put a 2 or more.
And rate, sir?
Write actually it shows 3 or more, but 3 compulsory. I never check with the 3 or more what happens. But as I know, 3 is there actually. Actually, I have to clean up this.
For understanding purpose, you have taken 3.
No, I like that only. Not fill kind of stuff. It is.
Go to text.
Yeah, this is look like a good. Okay. Compulsory because it's some places and even a practical wise also it accepts more than 3. But 3 is a one fixed number from so many years as a traditional. Okay. That's why you should tell 3. It is quite easy. If you put a 3 or more, and in case in interview they are asking a question like what happen if you put a 4? How much total size you will get it? How many disk failure you will occur? It is a write 5. There is no write 6 actually. If you add a 3, it's write 5. If you add a 5 days, it become write 6. There is no write 6 option. Okay. If you right click, either you use span, stripped, mirror, or write 5 only. Write 6 is not there. Option is not there. If you add 5 disks, it become write 6. If you add a 3 disk, it's only act like a 5 disk only. Actually, that is point. They are asking something and I interrupted. Okay. Yeah, stop recording.
This conference is
Okay,
no
tomorrow I will show you ride. So for tomorrow we need a server only. Our server is enough, and I will tell you how to add a hard disk. Don't start our server warning. And guys,